Okay. We were assigned the task of creating a 2 to 3 day social experiment of disengaging from our cell phones and from our social media sites and texting and things like that while we were in the presence of other people. So during my time at work and in class and at school and at home with my family, I abided by that and put my phone away, actually just put it in my purse and didn't even look at my texts or my social media sites while I was in the presence of others, and I found the results to be very interesting. My normal habits, I realized I didn't know that this was my normal habits, but after conducting the experiment, I saw that I have a little bit of a problem with it. I check Twitter constantly. I like to tweet along with the news, especially sports news, and things like that. So whenever things like I was watching the Clippers game with my little brother, and putting my phone away during that shouldn't be a hard task because I'm very engaged in the instance, but I also like to tweet along with the game. And so I didn't even realize that that was something that I did to disengage communication with my brother while I was watching the game until after performing this experiment. So I realized that my habits are actually really continuous with the amount of social media and the amount of phone usage I have around other people. I also reply to friends' posts all the time, so I found myself wondering during my experiment when I had my phone put away what other people were posting and saying about the games and things like that while I wasn't on my phone, which is just ridiculous when you think about it. So it was really difficult for me to go 2 days, I did the minimum, without checking my phone and checking Twitter and my text messages and things like that in the presence of other people. It was hard for me also whenever my brother pulled out his phone, because I knew he was checking Twitter and I knew he was like looking at what the Clippers official account was saying during the game because they're really funny, and he would tell me things and I'd be like, put your phone away because I'm trying to do this experiment. But like, people just don't realize how much they have their media out whenever they're around people. I also found that I didn't know as much about what was happening in the world news-wise if it didn't pop up on my news feed. So I guess that's one of my main sources of news. And like I said, I wasn't concerned about this, but now I am, because I realize that the value of communication between me and the people that I'm around is a lot less valuable now than it was back before social media and text messaging and things like that were more apparent in the world. I was more worried about what I was missing out on online than I was about the person that was sitting in the room next to me. So that was a little bit interesting for me to find. I do think that people should be concerned about the amount of time that they use or they spend when they're on social media and on newsfeed and commenting on social media posts whenever they are with other people. I think that value of communication needs to be restored, and I feel like if everyone did this, then it would be a little bit more apparent to everyone else in the world.